So today we're actually supposed to go downtown for the Suits in Solidarity March, which is our version of the protest for the killing of George Floyd. So pretty much you get a bunch of educated black men downtown in their finer threads and just showing togetherness. Actually, speaking of the time, man, I actually need to get out of here and go get ready.
So what am I supposed to do then?
All right, just getting back from the march. It was a really successful event, in my opinion. It was a really great turnout. A lot of Hebrew men down there, and it really shows solidarity. It goes to show that, man, we're so much more powerful of a unit when we're together and we're all on the same accord. And just keep preaching that, and that's why it was a good thing for me to take my son, for him to experience that and to see what it's like to just march with your brother, saying, and fight for something. I come from a family that's always been fighting. My grandfather stood up for people of color for a long time, and for me to do that with my son is it's just one of those experiences. I can still remember as a kid going to a Million Man March. My grandfather took me to DC for that, and for me to take my son to the Suit Solidarity was a real good experience that I think lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, it was a great experience seeing friends from school and older people that I knew coming up as a kid, and it was like nice to see them, my friends and the older people, fighting for the same things at the Suits in Solidarity. And for me going there on the way there, not knowing a thing about it, and me like as the march was going on, me learning some things, it was nice to see and learn about it.
Country are not just disenfranchised, but they feel preyed upon and victimized. But in situations like this,
occupied in a free country, they're all
and you're right. I hear the language. I understand why people are using it. But in a situation like this, you and I have been in many times in many different parts of the world. The police, there is no upside.
But it is obvious that they use that training
Over our heads, we're not ground.
Okay, honey. Okay.
Some of the officers.
Then what are we?
Engage.
Okay. All right. Just go watch your. Go watch your cartoon, honey.
Restraint. And I have to say that the officers that are standing out there in front of the White House.
As is your want, please stand by. I couldn't have a better partner for you than you and
Okay, I can't see.
Let's go to Sarah Seidner, though, in Minneapolis.
Want me to cut it off?
Yes.
Okay, give me the remote.
Where we were a couple
Red is my color.
But
Can I be red?
why do you want to be red, honey?
Because it's my color.
Nobody. I knew. Nobody I worked with had cancer.
Can I be white?
Why do you want to be white?
I want to be white.
Why?
She would have faced this and faced the dilemma of
Come here.
Am I going to outlive my own son?
Today is an important day in our household because we have the Dayton Police Department coming by to speak with Ace, and hopefully at the end of this meeting, we're hoping that Ace is more comfortable with the role the police officers play in all communities. I have to take some responsibility for the way he sees the police because of a very direct response that I gave him regarding the George Floyd incident. We were watching the news at the time everything broke out, and he was just wondering, what's going on? Why y'all keep watching the news? What's going on? And I just pretty much flat out told him, what happened, not thinking that it would have a huge effect on him. I mean, I know he's young, and I know kids are very bright nowadays, and I just didn't expect me telling him flat out that, was an African-American man that was murdered by the police, that it would have him fearful to leave the house, have him fearful of riding past a cop, just thinking that, I'm going to get pulled over, or my husband's going to get pulled over and something bad is going to happen. So I had to find a way to fix it.
So, you like seeing the police when they go by your house? You like seeing them in your neighborhood? You feel safer when they're here?
You feel safe in the police union?
Use your words. So what do you want to do when you get older, when you grow up? You want to play sports? You want to be in the movies?
What I do?
You want to own a business?
I want to be in movies.
You want to be in movies? What kind of movies you like? Action? Scary? Comedies? Ones that make you laugh?
What's your favorite movie? Ninja Turtle? Ninja Turtle?
I like the Ninja Turtles. That used to be one of my favorite cartoons growing up, the Ninja Turtles. I had all of them. You do know that we're here to help you, right? And that whenever you're in trouble, you can come to us. And we'll help you out. You know that, right?
We just want to let you know you can call us, and sometimes it takes us a little longer than other times. We're here to help you out. Alright, so if you ever need us for anything, don't be afraid to call us.
If you're ever in trouble and you need help, you come to you can't get to mom and dad. Come to us, okay?
What number you supposed to call for the police? What number you call?
If you have an emergency, what number do you call? 911? Yep. The other number is 333-TOPS.
Yeah.
As soon as we leave,
Going
we'll
low.
take 1,000 questions
You
you want to talk to us about.
To my surprise, when the officers came, I mean, he doesn't talk a whole lot because he's shy, but he did respond well. He didn't act scared. He just was his typical shy, quiet self. So I'm hoping that once COVID is in the clear and people aren't as affected by it, and there's a vaccine that most people will take that decide to go that route, that we can go and do a visit at the actual police station. And they even offer to take him around in a cruiser or let him see the cruiser and just kind of give him a little tour of the police station. So we're looking forward to that. Overall, I feel like them coming by was a huge success. We talked about it afterwards, and he explained that he was comfortable and he appreciated the mask and the sticker badges that they gave, and it was a really good visit. Juneteenth is something that we acknowledge in our family. We don't do it to the level that we should, so this year we plan to get together over our cousins and have an informational session with the kids so that they're well educated on the meaning of Juneteenth.
Who monitoring this? The CDC? Everybody trying to give me some jack.
All right, Aaliyah. What's next? Come on, talk up. We can't hear you.
The slave.
Okay.
Okay. It was the day that I think that Abraham Lincoln signed the
right.
Get it right.
It was the day that
It's the wrong day, but
Yeah,
we'll
let's
take
go.
it.
Okay, we'll take that.
Take it.
Amari,
Mari?
slavery ended. Good job. Can you talk to your brother?
I was gonna say something about slaves. I didn't know if it was right.
All right, go ahead. Come on, give us
Come on,
some.
we'll
That's what I was
say.
gonna say. The slaves is free. I didn't know if it was right or not though. So I said I didn't know.
Didn't find out until June 19, 1865 that they were free.
And why do you think that is? What do you think happened? Why, when you talk about Abraham Lincoln signing the Emancipation Proclamation, but then 2 years later, we still had slaves that weren't free. Why do you think, what happened, little Alan? What do you think? I mean, just think about it. If somebody came and told you all Walmart stores are closed today, but then the Walmart stores in Columbus and Cincinnati still was open, why do you think that was?
the people there was more.
Tell us some more.
It was more slaves in the South than there was in the North.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. I mean, that's a good thing.
That's a good.
It's the culture was different because the rebellion, all the rebellious states were the ones who, when the day was signed, we're done, we're out of here. But when you go into the South, and even as you go down there now, you can still see that the culture is a lot different than what you experience up here. So even though, that was a Confederate state, those individuals knew that this was a new law. They chose not to comply with it, and it took 2 additional years for someone, or actually it was not just someone, it was some soldiers that came in to go, this is the law now. You can't keep these individuals enslaved. They are free people. That is against, people are no longer property in this city.
Tell them where it's happening.
Where did slavery end? What was the city of slavery? I said,
didn't
I
hear.
just said it. Galveston, Texas. Okay. Was that, so what date do we celebrate Juneteenth? What's the date? June 19th. June 19th. Oh, what is it?
Okay. Kyrie, what kind of people are slaves?
You know.
Do you know the color? The color of the people who were slaves?
You just said it. You just said it.
Black?
Yeah. Ace, what color people were slaves? Huh? Brown. Okay, I'll take that.
Kobe?
Black. Good job. Austin, what color people were slaves? What color was they? Okay. They were black, though. Okay? Okay. Started with B, had a big L. Gotta give credit where credit due.
All right, can you guys recap the information you learned today? Let's go first. What date is Juneteenth? The first Juneteenth. What year? 1865. Oh. It is. That's right. When was the Emancipation Proclamation signed?
I didn't hear your question.
I told her. I just took it away.
January 1st. What year?
1863.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, I know
I'm so
the
proud
answer.
of you now. Came in not knowing nothing. And
All right, Kobe, Kyrie, and Ace. What color people were slaves?
Black.
Ace, go ahead. What you got? What color were they?
Good job.
All right. Okay.
Andrew, what you want to add? Why didn't the people, why didn't every slave wasn't free when Abraham Lincoln said that all slaves were free? I didn't hear you. Say it loud. The culture was different. What made the culture different? There were more what? Slaves where? That's what I'm talking about. Look at y'all learn.
We were very surprised with some of the knowledge that some of the little ones had, and a little surprised of what our oldest son didn't have. But overall, it was all good. There's nothing wrong with not knowing as long as you're taught, and we're taking the moment that we have right now in front of us to educate our children on what the meaning of Juneteenth is.